guys, this is Kathy with Kincaid Special Creations, coming to you with another acrylic pour video. Today, get you a little closer, bump you up a notch. We are going to pour on a base on top of a charger, both of which I have pre-done with some Mod Podge, to hopefully that it stays on there and don't peel off at some point in time. But we'll see. This is what I do. This is what I try. So on this one, I think I'm going to do the Caribbean blue, which I'm going to try to use less paint this time. Let me get me a stir stick over here. Okay. We're going to pour some paint into this cup. Oh, ooh, that's thick. Probably about that much in the cup. And then I mixed this glue all 70% to 30% water like they told me to do. So I am going to put some of it in there. And then if I see that it's still too thick, I will go and get me a cup of water, which I forgot to get. Okay. So we're going to stir it. Get it all mixed up. Make sure the white glue mixes completely with the blue paint. All right. Let's try on that one over there. Alrighty, so now there is our blue paint ready to go. I'll set it over here. Next color I think I'm going to work with is yellow. I'm going to do these separate and not pour them on top of each other. Because I want to see what it does to the base at that point. Okay. And we have yellow. Do the same thing with it. It looks like what they're showing me on TV. Okay. And let's see, what color? Let's go with, let's go with white. Let's do those three colors and see what it turns out like. Okay, this is a brand new thing of white paint. If you was watching me last time, you knew I had got to the very bottom of the entryways of the paint. I should have had my gloves on already. Which I will do. Let me put them gloves on. I'm not a big fan of getting anything on my hands. Alright, I have, whoops, these gloves are what you pay for. Got them at Ben Franklin before COVID. So, you pay $1 a box for gloves, you get what you pay for. And not to mention they're 5 years old. And plastic will deteriorate. Even if it's just sitting around. Alright. Now, all gloved up. Let's see. Let's turn you a little bit more. Okay. So now we're going to pour the white in. Oops, this one got a little bit yellow on it. Let's get that off of there. Okay. Tell this is brand new. Look how thick. Okay. We'll pour some more of my glue off. Okay. Feels like I might put some more glue all in that. Water in that. It feels like it's a little thick. Ooh, this white is thick. I'll have to get some water. A little bit of water in this. Stir it up, see if we can get it the same consistency. Ooh, I think I put too much water in it. Maybe not. It feels like it's getting... Ooh, yeah, that looks good. The paint that I've used over the last couple of weeks was a lot thicker than what I'm using today. So we'll see how well this goes. My goal is to pour paint over this, move this off to the side, and then swirl what paint's remaining on the charger that's underneath it. So, let's see how we can go. We're going to start with a little bit of the white to just see what it does. Okay. And then we'll take the yellow out. Put a little, slow down a little bit. Put a little bit of the yellow in so that it starts going over the side. Hopefully in different angles than the... Okay. And now we got the blue. The blue's already making cells in the thing. Probably not a good thing. This probably turn it green. Let me put a little bit of white on first. Push that yellow off. Must be a little crooked. Let's turn it some. There we go. Okay, let's put some blue on this side, see if it comes off. Back with a little bit more white. It'll come off this side. Turn it around so I can get to see this side, because this side don't have any paint on it. So we need to adjust my cup to this side so that now it will pour on this side. Ooh, I need to have some more blue on this side, so let's switch it back a little bit. Well, oh no, I knew that was going to happen, guys. Let's see what kind of a mess I made. Well, not bad. There's a couple little spots that needs to have some paint go on it. See how this side looks. I don't want to turn it around anymore. yeah, that turned out looking good, guys. I'm going to pull this up on the top so it'll dripple down the areas that I want it to dripple down, because I don't really need it on the bottom. There we go. Now I'll set these over in case I need to add just a little bit more paint to the bottom. Okay, wish me luck, guys. Don't fall. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. There you go, guys. Now, let me get another paper towel here. Get the worst of this paint off these gloves. Just have to let it drain. Now we're going to take this and do it just like we would do a canvas pouring and see what it's going to do. Mixed with some of that yellow paint. I don't want it all to be blue. Oh, look, guys. Look. Look, 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 look. What's left, I'm going to pour back over the top of this. I should have done the bottom thing first and just poured it over the vase. I'll do that on the next one. Ooh, I got a spot. Fill that back in. Look, guys, look how pretty. All right, we're going to set it over here to dry. Change out my gloves. And I'll let that drain off a bit. Yeah, let that drain off a bit. And then we'll come back and see what the other side. I want to pick it up. Oh, guys, that turned out good. Good, 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 good. We'll put you on pause while that drains a little bit, and then we'll come back and do another project. Alright, guys, we're going to go on with the second project. I don't need the blue or yellow cup again for a minute, but I do need the white one. Need to put me on another pair of gloves. This one I am going to make purple, pink, and white, because the plate that I have to set it on is purple. So I'm going to attempt to put that in place with a pretty, like I did the green one. The green one turned out gorgeous. The vase is still a work in progress. I don't know how well it's going to do. It may have been, I shouldn't have put Mod Podge on it. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to start out with the white. Put my other glove on. I'll get these 4 projects done today. And then hopefully Sunday I'll get at least 3 more done. So we have white, okay, and a little bit of glue. I'll put the rest of this water in here because that glue seems to be a little bit thick in the bottom. So we'll put that in and shake it up. Oh, that feels a lot better. Okay. And we'll do this. Put us some glue in there. Stir it up. Oh, it's definitely going to have some more water. That white is the thickest paint ever. It's making mounds, and they're disappearing. I'm not really making mounds, so let's put just a little bit more white in there. Made a stub my toe in the water. Now let's try. There you go. Okay, the white is done. The purple is going to be, had something fall right straight on my plate after I bragged on it. That's what I get. Okay, so we're going to have some purple. Get water in here. Some purple in here. Well, that is some definitely thick paint. Okay, and I'm going to put just a smidge of white in it to make it a little lighter. And then some glue. Give me another stir stick and mix it up. See how dark it is? I'm hoping to get it lighter. Sure you get it mixed up real good. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. And pink. That's brand new paint, but it sure don't appear like it. I just got this paint. So let's take that yucky junk off the top of it. See if I can get it to pour on this. There we go. Now it's out. That is some thick paint, guys. Okay. I'll put just a smidge of white in it. That's what I get for buying Dollar Tree paints. I'll do it just so you know what not to do. Oh, it's a pretty color pink. Okay, now I'm going to try to do this as a pouring. We'll start it, well, let me make this up. White. This purple is still too thick. Some water in it. Move it, stick out of the way. And some pink. And some white. And some purple. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing or not. And some pink. Get that pink out of there. I'm guessing tipping your cup sideways helps. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of the purple in here now. And the rest of the pink. And I'm going to start with the white. Put just a little bit in on top. Okay. Just a little bit of white on top. Alright, so there we go with our colors. Then I'm going to start with pouring the white down like I did the other one. Try to get a start. It's called a pillow, so that you can get your stuff flowing. Alright, let's see how this does, guys. Ooh, look how pretty this one's turning out. Alright. Nice. Okay, I'm going to let it drain for just a little bit. Make sure everything got covered. Yeah. Now, let me see if I can grab a hold of it at the bottom and set it over here and let it finish draining. And do the same thing with this one that I did with the other one. I'm not going to pour this back over the top of that one. I learned from the other one not to put paint on top of paint. So there you go. There's your Try It Tuesday thing. Don't put paint on top of paint. Ooh, look how pretty. Let's get that big thick wad of paint off of there. You don't want to leave a big thick thing of paint because it'll show through. If you pick it up and look at it, you will see where the big wad of paint is. Get all this extra paint off so it don't dry in a big clump. Alright guys, look. Alright, we're going to set this one and let it dry. Alright. Now, you might wonder what I'm doing with this big glob of green paint sitting here and this purple paint sitting right here. I'm going to let that dry. Get rid of all these paint cups because I'm done for today. And I'm going to take off my gloves so I don't get no more on anywhere I don't need it to go. Okay. Rid of this one. Put the lid on the purple. I really like that little purple pink vase. That turned out really cute. Let's clean off this extra paint from this one before I put it up. If I don't, it'll be harder to get back off the next time. And put the pink lid on. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out this paint. It's already trying to dry on me. So it's thinner, but not too thin. Choose the other. Try to make it level. Alright. So now what we can do is let it dry. Tomorrow I'll peel that paint off or the next day. It'll be dry. You can use that in earrings or necklaces or whatever. So I'm going to attempt to. That's my other try for today. I've did 2 different vases. This one I like a lot better than I do that one, although that one's alright. It's not perfect, but I learned a lot from that one that I transferred over into this one. So that works out good. That's a good try. And then I have 2 beautiful charger plates that I'm going to let dry. And then that way we can have a match set with the charger plate and the vase that goes with it. You can set it in and put your little rocks around the side of it, whatever you want to do. Alright guys, that's all for today. I will bring you back tomorrow, Sunday, with another project involving something different. See you then. Hey guys, I'm back with part 2 of my project. With this project, I'm going to try to paint this picture frame. I do not make any guarantees. I have these 4 little bottles that I'm going to put paint in and the glue mix in. I need to put some water in this one, shake it up before I start because it is super thick. Super duper 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 thick. Let's shake it up, see if we can't get it to be a little thinner. Pour in this bottle easier. Let's just use the top. That way we might not get no thick spots in there. Okay, so about 1/3 of it is going to be paint. 1/3 of it is going to be that glue, which is giving me fit to start with. Let's try getting it off like this. There we go. Leave a little bit of room in it just in case we need to add a little bit of water to make it thinner, and shake her up. Now let's see how, not that part. Let's get this part off. Put it up. Oh! A little bit of white still showing on the top. Let me see how well it's going. Oh, it's going to come out good. Good, good, good. Okay, so let's do the other colors. We have pink. Now let's do green. These colors are from the Dollar Tree store, so you wouldn't think they would be that thick. You'd think they'd water them down. Trying to remember my measurements, so if I have to add some more to it, I can. Okay. This lid on. And shake them up. Okay, there's the green and the pink done. Let's do a yellow. Okay, maybe need one more squirt. The reason I'm doing it this way instead of just pouring it is because it's a targeted area around that picture frame. So we want to make sure that most of it go into the center. Now, for a fourth color, do I want to use the purple or that blue? And all things considered, I think I'm going to use the blue. Now, for the blue, I'm going to mix it up in this cup because it's thick. It'd never go in that bottle without being thinner. Whoa, got a big old glob of glue trying to go down in there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's open up this last bottle. And we'll pour it over top of my plastic in case it drips. Up, not dripped, but I missed the whole hole. Now tell me I ain't good. Just tell me. Got about the same amount in this one as I did in the other ones. Now, clean the glue off the outside. Okay, so we now have blue, yellow, pink, and green. See what kind of a design we can make on this thing here. Really need to scoot this down just a bit so you can see it better and I can zoom in on it. Let's try that. That's better. I'm just got set on these things that come from I don't really want to get a lot of paint on them if I can avoid it. But you never know. Okay. So now, I've already cleaned this up. It's ready to go. I want a glove on my left hand so I can pour the paint and move it around where I need it to go. Okay. Ooh. Go ahead and open them all up. Just hold that black part to get that white part to open. Make sure it's good and tight. Oops. It's alright. It'll be covered over. The only thing is will I be able to get all the paint out of these things when I'm done. Okay, so let's start with the green. Go all the way around the green with the green. That spot's going to have a little bit extra green on it. Okay, let's hold some back for later. Now let's go with the yellow. Should have put it all in white paint before I started. Hindsight being 20/20, pour your whole thing full white paint before you start so your paint will move better. Save some of the pink. And now, let's go with the blue. Tilt this. That thing will let me have a glove. Alright, let's tilt it. Okay, set it back down here. There's a spot here. Put a little bit more yellow in at the top. A little bit more blue in at the top. Okay, let's try tilting it straight up and down so the paint will move. I want to get that paint to move back off that end down there. Alright, so there we go. Now, take the blue, fill in some of these holes over here. Alright guys, there is that one done. I will bring you back when all is said and done and take a picture of it. That is going to be my final project for this week's Facebook Live. Hey guys, I'm starting with this project right here. I am going to sand it down, spray paint everything that is metal black, and then I'm going to take those and see if I can do an acrylic pouring on them. Wish me luck. Here is what it looks like after I painted everything black. Now I'm going to attempt to do a paint pouring on the seat. And I'll bring you back to let you see what it looks like after I get done. Alright guys, here is the first reveal after I poured it. I'll bring it back and show you after it dries. See how good it looks. That's the bottom. And there's the top. Looks a whole lot better than that green did. I'll bring you back tomorrow when it dries. Okay guys, here is the finished project. And that was just taking a little bit of spray paint and a little bit of mixed paint. And so you can see pouring it in two different areas, you get two different views, but it still looks good together. Alright, let me get this edited and up for you. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, up first is our purple plate that we did the pouring on, along with the small vase that we matched with the colors. And this is the charger that ended up with the green. I used blue and yellow and white. And there is the vase that also same colors. This was a residual off of one of the window frames, this one that I did. The next one coming up, not window frame, picture frame. The next one is the second picture frame. And then what's coming up next is the parts for paint pouring that you can use in necklaces and earrings and things. Thanks for watching.